sets your butane torches to high and your expectations to low. Coming to you from the Cigar Cave in the hills of the Steel City, get ready to get your fix. This is the Cigar Junkies Podcast.
Welcome to the Cigar Junkies Podcast.
The cigar show for the community, by the community.
A forum that talks stogies, booze, food, and anything else in the cigar lifestyle.
If you're looking for ratings, negativity, or an authority on all things cigars, you came to the wrong place.
Whether you like what you hear or not, please join the conversation and let us know by finding us
At the Cigar Junkies Facebook group.
or contacting us at thecigarjunkies@gmail.com.
What's up, junkies? What's happening?
Not much, baby. I think you're getting a little deep in the microphone on the
Oh.
intros for the What's Up Junkies.
What do you mean?
I think you're a little deep because our levels have come up since we started the show.
Look, man, you need to pick one. Either you get me in the habit of getting in the mic, or you just let me just,
Be in the mic
Go
when you're
for it.
talking, bro.
Kiki Momo style. Way back here.
When you're talking, get up in there.
Yeah.
But if you're shouting, give it a little bit of room.
All right, fair enough, fair
A
enough.
little bit. I tried to give you a visual cue, but I didn't catch your attention. It's all right. It is what it is.
You would only had it for a second anyways. I have the triple letter disaster as well, so you'll have that. So what's up, man?
That does happen. That does happen. Not a whole lot. Busy. OT. Work's falling apart. I'm trying to hold it together. Duct tape and Band-Aids. Good stuff. You know what I mean? We got we got a third junkie here.
Ooh,
We got a third
hello,
junkie.
number 3.
Yeah. That's a good name too,
if
but
it's
I'm
a-
sticking with Chingo.
You think it's
He
the
likes
Chingo?
being called number 2 because he's a freaking Star Trek nerd.
Oh,
Oh, dude.
so he gets into
It's
it. huh?
not good. Yeah. So I
Number
like
2.
number 3 though. That'll take him down a peg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe Peppa Patty could be number 2.
Which Star Trek was number 2? Was that? I was never a Trekkie.
Me neither.
Okay.
I dislike it, but I have some familiarity because it's in my bubble, and because there was a time when we were children that you didn't get to pick what you wanted to watch. You had 3 channels, and you had to decide which one you wanted to watch. And a lot of times, 2 of my options were news and tennis, and then the third option sometimes was next gen.
Yeah.
So that shit would be
Iron
on.
Man?
It would be on the television. Number 2 is from the Next Generation, as under
Jean-Luc Picard.
yeah, well, as I like to call him, Professor Xavier. That's my preferred identification.
Just
for-
remember, Patrick Stewart loves you.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that one.
So what's happening with you, man? It sounded like your little anecdote. You got some wood today.
Yeah.
Did you get some wood?
Yeah, we had a bunch of trees dropped, and I decided to actually try and get it cut up and split and put away because it's only been there for a couple of weeks now.
I just love the fact that you have no respect for child labor laws, and you're like, put them at it.
Look, man, they eat for free.
That's right.
They need to earn some of their keep, and they're 5 now. They can do work. They're capable.
Off to the mines with you.
Like we started with dishes, picking them up, putting them down. We got through dishes. Now they like to brag about being able to carry 4. I love being like, "Whoa, calm down, kid. Look, I can carry 6." So,
That's one of my favorite get him to the Greek references is P. Diddy on there. And he's like, I got 6 kids. You know how many Jordans 6 black kids wear?
yeah, dude. Every time, man. That I told you I just watched it again, right? That's what I was watching on the plane to Vegas.
Oh, hell yeah. I remember I was hooking you up with a bunch of stuff. I don't know if you actually
I ended
watched
up
any of it.
I ended up grabbing Get Him to the Greek too, and I was like, yeah, that needs to happen. So I downloaded that one, and I was
It's a
really
good
glad
Vegas
that I did.
option.
Yes,
Good Vegas option for
it
sure.
it seemed fitting.
Great movie.
It made so much sense.
Did you watch any of the Spider-Mans you were trying to
I
catch
did.
up on?
I did.
Did you get to the No Way Homes?
I did.
And?
It was good.
Real good, yeah?
Yeah.
Like,
That was wild. The
top 3.
because I knew that there was multiple things.
Spider-Mans?
Yeah, like crossover and all that stuff. Like that wasn't hidden at all. But did not expect it to play that way and that well. And the way that Tobey Maguire came in as like the OG, even
yeah.
like I like they did that well.
So good.
They wrote it in well.
They really redeemed a lot of the bad parts of the other movies, like the hours that you slogged through getting those little nuggets of goodness, and then they just took it all and were like, nope, we're gonna make you respect all of it because it's gonna get you here.
Yeah. No, I like that. Was there any? I didn't catch any reference to like apologizing for the Spider-Man emo thing though. Was that should have been covered? Like that was a mistake.
That's Into the Spider-Verse, the animated one.
Oh yeah,
Which I don't think you've watched yet, and I encourage you to put on with the kids because it's a great movie, and it's child appropriate. But there's they do a whole bunch of like montages of
Okay.
like hurrying up and catching you up on each iteration of Spider-Man and stuff. And like the basic Spider-Man, there's a lot of references to the original movies with Tobey Maguire. And it's
Right.
kind of, like basically saying like, this is what's canonical about this Spider-Man.
Okay.
And one of them is he's like, oh, I went through a phase, and it shows him doing the dancing thing, and he's like, but we don't talk about
We
that.
don't, yeah, we just that's like Bruno. We don't talk about.
That's
We don't
correct.
talk about Bruno.
So they didn't do it in that movie, but the one that came beforehand, Into the Spider-Verse, they did, and it was fantastic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably never gonna watch the animated ones. Like I'd love to act like I'm gonna, but you tell me recommendations.
There's only one. There's only one.
Oh, it's not like a series.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's one movie.
One movie. Okay.
It's a one-off, self-enclosed,
I gotcha.
fantastic movie. Like, you ever sit down to watch a Pixar movie and you're like, man, I am not thrilled about this.
Yeah.
And then you watch it and you're like, how do they do that every time? They make anything good. And it's so good.
I'll tell you what. Some of the most recent Disney one that we watched was Turning Red or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't see that
It was
one.
not. That was not good.
Well,
I mean, I get what it was and all that, but it wasn't.
you're not
good.
comfortable talking about your period. It's okay.
It wasn't that. It just didn't have that chipper Disney-esque feel. Like the
Yeah.
things that make Disney addictive. It didn't. My kids don't even want to rewatch that.
And I have, it doesn't matter anymore because Pixar and Disney's the same thing, but I still have tough time differentiating because Disney's caught up. So like most
Yeah.
of their stuff isn't even just flat animation anymore. So I'm not sure which one it is, but one of the ones that hit me so hard where I was like, wow, I did not think this was going to be so cool was Inside Out.
Yeah, that
Dude,
was.
that movie is fantastic.
Yeah, that one was written really well too. Like
Yeah.
that has one of the best scripts of any of the animated
Oh
movies.
yeah, for sure.
Like the way
And
that
it's
they
just
play
just the
everything.
visualization of everything was really
Yeah.
good. Just imagining like that there's different people arguing up in your head, and I'm like, oh, there's
Absolutely
like
there is.
way more than 5 or 6 of them in mine.
Yeah.
Oh
Like, yeah. It's insane the way that
It's
it all
like
works
it's
out.
like Royal Rumble. It starts out with like 4 people or 2 people, and by the end, it's just chaos and people getting thrown out of the ring.
But I mean, it breaks down complex emotions and like everything's tied together. So like you
Yeah.
can be happy and sad at the same time and like all that.
Yeah, and they tell a very complex story in a very simple and easy
Yeah.
to understand way, and that's what makes it so amazing, I think. But you're gonna love Into the Spider-Verse because it's one of those kind of movies, dude. It's just like you're like, gosh, it's like, oh, man, I don't know if I dig coming in with this animation
Yeah.
style and stuff, but it's very comic booky.
Okay.
For a reason, and the stylization is very cool, and it's dude, you're gonna dig it. Your kids will love it. It's a great movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say a word, and it's not going to peg for you, but every time I hear this word, it makes me think of a movie. Surrounded. You're surrounded.
Dude, that makes me think of a song by is it the Fray? I don't know.
No. So I've noticed in your Amazon playlist and everything,
Yeah.
a movie that I loved like years ago and nobody ever talks about, Osmosis Jones.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so good.
Surrounded. I was like,
It is.
yes.
Dude, I made my kids watch that like a couple years ago.
Dude,
I
it's
bought it
fantastic.
just to make them watch that movie. That is one of those weird, like, okay, somebody made an educational movie like that you could watch at school, but somehow they accidentally made it amazing.
It's what Chris Rock, right?
I think so, yeah.
And Bill
dude.
Murray.
Dude, it's
Like-
so good.
Like it's a really good cast.
Oh, it's incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. Well, we should probably talk about cigars while we're here, huh?
I imagine we could get to
We should
doing
do
something
that.
like that
I
if
mean,
we really have to.
I'm enjoying my box
We
pressed.
we barely talked about your wood at all, but I mean, I guess there's always time
there's
for
a
that
lot of
later. It'll come back up again. Let's find out what we got today.
It's time for the Cigar of the Week, brought to you by Leaning House Fine Cigars. The Leaning House is your destination for the ultimate cigar smoking experience. Whether you're exploring their wide selection of premium cigars, unwinding in their comfortable lounge, or enjoying live music on one of the most unique and intimate live music venues in the burg, the house has something for everyone. Do you want to try the stick we're smoking today? Stop by leaninghousefinecigars.com or visit Dave in Bell Vernon or Heidi in Brownsville. Wherever you are, make the house your home for premium cigars.
Homie.
Thanks for the cigars, Dave.
Dave. So this week we're going to be smoking the Stolen Thrones Three Kingdoms. It is a 6x50 box press Toro. It is a Habano Oscuro wrapper. Oscuro. What? Why can't I say that today? Oscuro. Thank you. Huh. Undisclosed binder and undisclosed filler.
Now say Nicaragua just for the hell of it.
Nicaragua.
Oh, look at you. You can go to Pittsburgh way. I was
I
setting
know.
you up, buddy. I was giving you your thing.
When I actually have a second to think about it, I can say it proper like.
Oh, okay.
Not, and not all.
Bitter patter.
Nicaragua. So Stolen Thrones is a brand from the LCA, the Luxury Cigar Association. Lines include.
It's an included cigar.
Yeah, they
I
provide cigars for LCA.
Yeah, I sometimes I type stuff up for myself, not thinking about who else might
Yeah.
be reading it, and it's like you got to worry about the verbatim stuff and
Now this one I'm familiar with, so I was going to rope it back after. We would have been good.
rope it back. It paints all kind of pictures, doesn't it?
So
It brings
yeehaw.
piggies to mind.
Luxury Cigar Association lines include, now this is the Stolen Thrones lines, are Crook of the Crown, Call to Arms, and Three Kingdoms. So this is the owner who was nice enough to mount me at Vegas. So that was nice. I'm straight calling it out. It was absolutely Lee that jumped me. So that was nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Steve Newman, nice to see you out there listening.
What's up, buddy?
You're going to be glad you're here. Stick around till the end.
Yeah.
That Crook of the Crown, that makes me think of Crook of the Crown. Something, something, and then Sam
Yeah, I
goes
don't-
down.
I don't-
It's a country song. I thought you were a country boy.
You Song of the South?
Yeah.
Crooked. Okay, you see, I see what he did there. It took me a minute, but I
Yeah,
understood
yeah.
that reference.
Oh, look at that. We're
Took
getting
me-
there.
Took me a time, meow.
I got to change my sound banks, but not for long.
No,
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 no.
no.
Okay.
I think there's some changes in the wind. We'll wait till we have the announcement to announce. But we got some exciting stuff on the horizon. If my technical capabilities allow us to utilize it in a way
There you go.
that's appropriate and responsible.
Okay.
Well, let's not kid ourselves. It won't be responsible.
it
but,
absolutely better
you
not
know,
be.
Yeah, functional,
Yeah.
functional,
Functionality.
functional,
Functional. Oh, so
To be fair,
to be fair, damn it, you can't do that to me. I can't help myself. So I brought this to show you too, because somebody got me this nice koozie.
get this guy a fucking puffer. All right.
Get this guy a fucking peppers. Yeah. So, Letterkenny, watch it if you haven't. It's fantastic. I think we've covered it enough though. But I thought you'd enjoy that little moment. As
I
it
enjoys
were.
it. I enjoys it.
Is that what you enjoys about? Is it? Yeah. Awkward.
Nah,
I'm not a
gonna leave
cricket,
that
bro.
one. Yeah, it's the other bank.
Oh.
It's the other bank.
Yeah.
I was trying to save that one for later anyway because it's gonna be relevant.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Corey's Banks.
Mm-hmm.
I tried. It didn't work out the way I was hoping. So, what do you think of this?
I enjoy a good box press. I don't know if there's anything that can't be made better by sticking it in a nice box. Properly at the right humidification
Yes.
is my preference.
it has to
You
be
don't want
moist.
a dry box. Yeah.
Yeah, dry box would be just that's no good.
Just let's do that again for anybody out there that's bothered by that. Moist.
moist.
Mm.
Moist.
All right, Kermit.
Oh my goodness, the swamp.
You overdid it. I just wanted the moist, bro.
Moist.
There you go.
Okay. It is moist in here.
Pull out the freaking hook.
And you're fired. Time to get out of here, man. You're done.
Oh yeah. So Stolen Thrones, not a ton of information about them out on the interwebs. I think you know a little bit more than I do, but I found out they're a Virginia-based company owned by J.R. Cannon and a partner Lee.
Lee, whose last name I cannot remember.
Lee can't keep it in his pants, something like that. You know?
What?
I meant because he jumped you.
Oh, yeah. No,
I mean,
yeah, he-
theoretically, it was in his pants or whatever, but like
it was.
down boy.
Yeah,
what
it
you
was.
call him.
Yeah, I have been mounted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely got up on me. But no, the crook of the was it Crook of the Crown? I think is the.
Crook of the Crown. You're gonna be singing it by the time you leave here.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna stave off your terrible references to country songs that you don't like.
I do like that song.
Really?
Sweet potato pie? Come on. Corey drank too much and Sam went down.
Lee jumped on his back and Sam went down.
There you go.
There it
you go.
is.
It's building itself.
Yeah,
It's organic.
It'll happen
Song writes itself.
organically.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I'm enjoying it. The Crook of the Crown's my favorite. I haven't tried the Crook in a box press. I don't know if they make that or not, but I kind of want it.
I want to see if, I got a week. I got a week in preparation for the big event.
Mm.
And maybe I could put something together on the acoustic guitar, and we can get some junky jams.
Junkie jams?
I'm not a cricket.
No, we don't. We do not need to do that.
No, but we could.
No, but we don't. We shouldn't.
Yeah.
We shouldn't do that.
Yeah, it's
Like,
one of those I don't need it, but I have to have it.
no.
Yeah.
This isn't like car wreck thing. I mean, it's. No.
I mean, the whole thing's a train wreck.
so
Give it to the audience. What do
yeah.
you think, kids?
I like the band.
We'll seeming a little bit white in the chat room today. I feel like we might
People's
be
doing
missing
things.
some kids.
People's be doing things.
I don't know if that's allowed.
Yeah, you guys. You guys.
You're committed.
There we go. And
So anyhow, back
Yeah.
to the cigar
Yeah,
company.
I was trying to talk about-
dedicated in providing unique flavor profiles through rare premium tobaccos produced under the supervision of our homeboy Noel Rojas. So we keep going back and forth, like we cycle. We have all these thousands of fucking things accessible to us, right? And we still seem to rotate through some very familiar names often,
Yeah.
right? So like, is our second Stolen Throne on the show? Right, we did
Yeah.
another one.
Yep.
This is at least our second Rojas,
Mm-hmm.
Noel Rojas cigar. And hey, what can you say? When you find something good, you guess you go back to it.
Yeah.
Or something.
yeah, I mean, we beat Tatuaje up a good bit. You guys even
That was, influence of a particular individual on this panel, I would say.
and maybe there may be a fan.
Not that I'm dissing him, but there is somebody that keeps coming back to hey, let's smoke this one. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then
But
Chingo is
say,
helping you
then,
out on
then
that
you
one.
chose
too. Yeah,
while I
yeah.
was not even here to go ahead and get another one. So
I chose nothing. I leave it up to the junkies to decide what we do.
Let those
This
junkies
is
figure it out.
junkocracy.
Junkocracy. I like it. Did you see the schedule of like what I put out for what we're going to be smoking?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. There was a schedule, and so instead of his customary, our customary deciding in the final 3 seconds of the show and going into the intro and going, oh shit,
Yeah.
which is their typical play. Right?
Absolutely.
That's our MO, is going like, uh-oh,
Yep.
we forgot to do a thing again. We actually got a couple weeks in advance. We'll see if we can maintain that momentum going forward. Maybe we could at least stay like a week or two up, and that would be all right with me.
Well, I want to do. So the cigars we're going to be smoking are going to be from Luxury Cigar Club,
Yeah.
and they're going to be harder to find. So they do exclusive at one shop for each area.
The other thing is too, it's going to be broken up because we've got a Dino next week.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah, we got
technically,
Dino
we're
next
like we got three shows in advance planned
Yeah.
out for cigars already.
Yeah, buddy.
So yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to give people time to get them. If you don't have a local shop to get them from, cleaninghousefinecigars.com. He's got them there.
Why don't you just go ahead and you want to plug what they are?
Yeah. So the Snake Shake. I can't remember which one's first and which one's second. Check out the post.
That one
but
gives me bad thoughts, sir.
the Snake Shake,
They need to come up with a follow up called the Baby Batter.
the baby. And moving on from that.
Sorry, man butter.
No, you're not making it any better.
Okay.
Better.
Better butter.
Batter.
Batter?
Better.
Batter butter.
Ah, that's terrible. But so we're going to be doing the Snake Shake. That is made for LCC by Room 101 and Matt Booth. As is the other two cigars, which is the Cherubs. So that week when we do the Cherubs, I don't think I even talked to you about this yet. We're actually going to have 2 cigars each that week.
All right.
So they're made to smoke head to head.
Ooh, head to head. Now you're
So-
talking my language.
yeah.
We'd be docking.
Yeah, speaking of man butter, he's going to be. Never mind.
It's not potent.
It's
I
not-
mean, if it's neither is yours, right?
Triplets.
Well, yeah, but didn't you get the?
Oh yeah.
It
mas.
was.
It
It
was.
was.
It was a high pressure system, and it's been.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for those surgeries,
Yeah.
In an
bad.
apocalypse, the two of us could probably repopulate the earth pretty well.
Yeah.
I think I've had unprotected sex in my life twice. I got 2 kids, so I mean, you do the math. Although you win because you got 1 for 3. I mean,
Yeah.
well, although I think there was some attempts leading up to it. You were just.
I
one of
really
those-
enjoyed the practice.
You were a really good example of careful what you wish for.
Right. Yeah. I wanted kids. It was 3 years that I wanted kids, and then all of a sudden I got 3 kids, 1 per year. So that was nice.
It's like one of those genie things, you know what I mean, or monkey paw. Like you get your wish, but not the way you wished
Oh
for.
yeah.
It's like
you
I
get
wanted
it, but
3
is it really
kids,
what
but
you
I
want?
didn't want them all at once.
Yeah. You know what? I'm so glad though.
Hey.
It's so much more fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the Cherubs, there's a red pack and a black pack, and it's the exact same tobacco in each one, but they're just different parts of the cigar. So they rotate the binder and the wrapper and the filler in
Oh, okay.
different positions. That's made to compare
Different
it. And,
position.
well, we like different positions for
Giggity,
our
giggity.
cherubs. But yeah, so there's that. That'll be what we're going to be smoking. So if you guys want to smoke with us on the show, I'm giving you guys time to order them ahead of time. You know,
Order them cigars.
Yeah, get 'em from
baby. Order them,
Dave.
pick them up.
and yeah, he's got them up down the house. So cool. Yeah, I got to talk to him and be like, hey, how about a coupon code for these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We got. You're
How
better
about,
at remembering
how about
things.
repairing the website too? Chichingo, get on it.
It's been getting better.
Well, I mean, don't ask me to remember nothing.
Yeah. Well, that's,
You,
I ask you, and then you.
We
call
have a
it Chichingo.
secretary for a reason.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah for
Um,
sure.
Yeah. So that's what we got coming up. I've had the snake shake,
I bet you have.
but the cherubs I have not. So I'm excited to try those.
All right.
Those are gonna be fun. I mean, you know, I'm a Room 101 fanboy too. So
Hey man, if they're as good as this, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Although I mean, I know it's a different manufacturer, but you know, the thing about them is LCA was formed by one Ben Rodham and Chris Doyle. They started the Luxury Cigar Club because they felt that there was a need for an extremely high quality cigar of the month club. So essentially, they started with online distribution under the guise of like, okay, how about instead of just giving out the stuff that we can get cheap from General
Right.
because it's a partner or because we're direct sale or whatever, let's find something that's going to be a little bit of a higher class, a little bit more boutique, and I respect it.
yeah, no, they do a good thing, and then they partner with retailers,
And
all
that's
that, too.
that's really where I think that you go, okay, now I feel better about it.
Yep.
Because, I mean, listen, they're smaller too, so it's not quite the same as supporting the online giants. But at the same time, the people that like to smoke, if you smoke at a cigar lounge and you're not buying at least maybe a quarter of your sticks from there, you're doing a disservice, because if that lounge goes away, guess what? Where are you going to smoke?
right
Unless you've got a cigar cave in the hills
of the Steel City.
of the Steel City.
Ooh,
I came in hot with that
cha-ching.
on
Yeah.
Trey's live stream.
Oh yeah,
Well, he says, "What state are you in?" And I come in like a jackass and said Antarctica.
how else would you do it?
Oh yeah, 100%. I said I got to stay on point. You know what I mean? So I was like, Antarctica. Nah, I was like, I'm just kidding. Coming to you live from the hills of the Steel City, the cigar cave in the hills of the Steel City. I had
Yeah.
to go through the
Just
run.
go for
and-
the whole plug on it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm a fan. I'm
We're
for
building a brand here. Damn it.
branding.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Oh,
wait.
brandy.
I completely forgot where I was going. I had a whole path too in my head. It's gone. I usually do pretty good at
LCA,
LCA.
brick and mortar.
Yeah, so I was talking to somebody else about this here the other day, and my biggest thing with the shops, like the more I think
There's
about it,
Chichingo. Sorry, had to let you give you the alert, let you know he was here.
you didn't hear me go. Ching.
Oh, I did not.
That's
No.
actually what distracted me from my.
That's
train of
just
thought.
background noise to me now, man. I just tune it out. Chichingo's he's just in the background like a little bobblehead, chilling,
Just
creeping into
there.
the camera, like a
Doing God's work. But no, so the more I think about it, the more my thing, like my promotion, I guess, would be for brick and mortar is, dude, he's just whipping out his box.
something like that.
Is the guy behind the counter and seeing new stuff and all that. You don't have to figure out what it is that's new, figure out if you want it, figure out how to get it, all that stuff. You can walk into a shop and be like, what's new? And you can hit, 5 shops in an area like Pittsburgh, and you can find out a dozen new things. And in the amount of time it takes you to drive around and do it, it's going to be less than even just going online and seeing what's up. It's actually faster to go to shops and ask people than it is to try and find accurate news on what's new and what's actually out there in the ether, as it were. What the hell is happening over here? He's making a mess. He's doing a thing, and it's like you could have prepped.
Remember that
a little bit.
one time on the podcast when Corey stabbed himself in the leg? And also, when have you ever known me to do any prep? I really should have done.
I just
something
pictured
ahead of
you
time. I
yelping,
should have
stabbing yourself in the leg, and I'm sorry, but it made me giggle.
I wanted to be as surprised as you were. This is from Chichingo and Patty. That is called the silly sausage, and that's about all I know about it. Maybe they can inform you of some details.
This
in
would
the
be
chat room.
Heather's silly sausage.
Heather's.
Heather has a silly sausage that we had
Oh, I mean, it's not exactly a family show, but I don't know if we need to get into those kind of details.
Yeah.
But all I was told was it's a silly sausage. I had no idea what it looked like or what the hell it was, and I was instructed to give it to you on the show. What's he do? What's his purpose?
I don't.
It looks like a dog toy, but you break your damn teeth on that thing. I mean, I have an idea of what you might use it for.
Come, silly sausage. Come on, play with me. Dip me. Okay,
Ooh,
so we've got dip me.
It's my kind of sausage.
Okay, he's saying the same thing over and over.
What happens when you yank them?
Oh,
The high score is 47.
I don't know what the hell that is.
all right, Chinga. We need instructions here.
Wait, what happens if you push his little thingy at the bottom? Is that a thing? Is it a twist or something? Is that like Bop It?
Poke me to start.
Ah, it's Bop It.
Hit me.
Okay.
No, you
All right, we're gonna practice this, and we'll have a
Listen,
apparently live.
I spent most of my teenage years practicing. I think that I could do pretty well.
Wow, I am.
That thing should have come with a tub of hand sanitizer.
Bro,
I
it
feel
just
like.
shouldn't come, and that's
Oh,
that's.
I understood that reference.
What do you mean? I don't. What did I wasn't referencing anything. I swear it's a kids show. Mm-hmm. Silly sausage.
No
Jesus.
kids. You must be 21 years or older to view this content.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing watching this if you're not 21? You can't smoke cigars anyways, and we're cigar junkies, as it were.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do seem to be enjoying yourself, Chachingo, but not near as much as Sam is.
Silly sausage. No, it came from a conversation one evening about somebody having a silly sausage and me claiming that it was not, in fact, an innocent toy, but rather potentially a different type of pleasure-seeking device.
I mean, Jesus, I hope you use lube. That's all I can say.
That would be
That's a Herculean
that's a
monstrosity
game changer right there, bud. It's and I mean, it does have a built-in tickler on the end too, so that's a nice little extra bit.
So you suggesting he might be French?
It is possible, huh?
Wait, was
What
that?
are you doing?
Don't worry about
what are
me.
you doing? He's playing on his phone. Like we're trying to do a show here, and Corey's playing on his phone, guys.
That's about right. But
Yeah,
here's the
fair
thing.
enough.
Here's what I'm asking: is was that Frenchie the Frenchie from The Boys? Are you on the boy track?
Oh yeah, no, I'm all caught up on that one,
Yeah.
dude. That whole show just
I knew exactly where it was going as soon as we got to season 3, episode 1. Although
Yeah.
I gotta hand it to him for creativity on the Barbie thing. I didn't see the Barbie coming.
the Barbie.
So you remember when the dude got bifurcated in the first episode
Right?
of season 3?
Yes.
So before that, it's a little dude, right?
Yeah.
There's all these people at this crazy party.
Oh yeah.
I had to look over at my wife. I paused the TV and I said, "What did you see just there?
Yeah.
Just now?" And she goes, "Looked like a little dude fucking a Barbie." And I was like, "Cool." Just making sure I wasn't stroking out for a minute there.
Yeah.
you know
No.
what I mean?
No. Yeah. That was
Speaking of
very
stroking
early
out.
in it. That was a bit much. Like yeah. Him and Bart. Yep. That's happening.
You're like,
right now.
oh, okay. You're
Yeah.
pretty promiscuous there,
That's-
boys. You're holding it up. And then the next scene was like, oh, there it goes.
Yeah. That's a thing. huh?
Somebody's in a contest for the most ridiculous thing that they could do
Oh.
on a show.
But I love the play on because let's be honest, it's a more realistic version of the superhero world. Like people are terrible.
Very much so.
People will just
Even if not terrible, at least morally gray.
right, and then
Right,
add in the fact
and-
that there's nobody who can stop you, and
Yeah.
gray goes away. It's I do what I want.
Well, with some of them, right?
Mm.
Like you're talking about the top of the pyramid there, but with the ones in the middle, I think that there's a little bit of a more realistic mix of like, okay, I don't know if I feel about this, but it's almost like an analogy for politics,
Right.
Right. I
That's
mean,
exactly
it
where I
very
was
much
going.
is, but
Once
it's
you get
like
power.
You get in there with good intentions, right? But then you get manipulated by the system, and you have to play the game. And by the time you've been there for a while, you're just completely gone.
Yeah,
you
you
know.
once you're into it long enough, you're banging an octopus. Like it's just you're getting there.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, you meant that literally. I was like, I
Yeah,
did not
no.
understand. Oh, no, I get it. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. To be honest with you, I got to see, in my browser history, what happens when the silly sausage gets together with a group of piggies.
Oh,
Because I'm sure there's something there. There's
I'm
got to
sure
be
that's
a
happened
photo
already.
shoot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Speaking of hand sanitizer, ugh.
Yeah, that just give me a vat.
So how do you feel about the cigar? I really like the draw. Box press is
Notorious.
a beautiful thing, but it's you have to get it right. And one of the things that I have a tendency to see on the ones that don't quite get it is might be able to tell the blend is really good and the cigar is really good, but some people get a little nervous going into the box press and they underfill.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid of breaking whenever they go into the press. So what happens is whenever you go to the press, it's just there's nothing there.
There's not
You
enough
get
there.
no resistance, and you go through a Toro in 25, 30 minutes. This is nice. It's I
and
wouldn't
you can
say
tell
it's
which side
heavy, but it's firm. It's well packed.
But you can
is what
see
wanna
which,
see.
like, this is the first one ever, like, you can tell which side was pressed. Like, it's concave on this part and convex on this part. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
not a perfect square, which some of them do pretty well. You know what I mean? Like, they all
This
have
is
a ball.
probably
strip.
what you would refer to as a soft press.
Yeah.
It's on so they put it in still wet, give a little bit of pressure on it, putting it in the box, and you get the shape to it. But there are those ones that got corners on them.
Yeah.
And,
And I appreciate
That,
both.
yeah. I mean, for sure, there's something to like there on either end. I mean, the best thing is it's not going to roll away on you.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's got some functionality to it.
yeah, I mean, wrapper.
The
looks
other
great, all that.
the other blessing of the box press is you can take a bigger ring gauge cigar and make it less uncomfortable in your mouth.
Right?
I think Sam Wasia was a big guy on that. He did like a really flat press, so you had this super wide cigar, but it was only
Huh.
like a Robusto or less on the
Yeah.
length. So it's like it takes up a little bit more space this way. It's almost like you got a kazoo or something going
That'd be
on.
strange to smoke.
It is a little bit, but it's a lot less awkward than smoking a 7
Yeah,
by
and trying
70.
to grab this mic and throw it in
Yeah.
your mouth. Yeah.
I mean, you do you. I'm not going to shame you.
Oh no, I enjoy a box press. The ALR2 has always been a cigar that I really liked, and
Sounds tactical.
no, age limited rare 2.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Not Armalite.
No, Rocky Patel.
Say
ALR.
no to assault cigars.
I actually went back and forth though. I had a while where I just didn't like box press. I didn't know why. It just was awkward to me, and I didn't like it. Now all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, well, this is beautiful. I like because I tooth a cigar. I don't know how you.
I do too.
Yeah.
I try to. I don't always,
Yeah.
I don't always go in that deep, but generally speaking, that's my. If I'm paying attention, that's how I
Yeah.
try to go about it. Right? Is tooth it, get it straight to your palate.
Yeah, that's my default is tooth, and then I move my tongue in front of the smoke stream and.
I have no idea where the lisp came in on
Yeah,
that one.
well,
It didn't seem necessary
I
or
thought-
pertinent. It was there.
I started talking about putting my tongue in front of a stream, and it was like, well, I might as well go there.
Okay.
Just might as well go. What do you
Good news, everyone.
Oh, damn. It's time for the Cigar News of the Week, which is brought to you by Tom's Penworks. As a cigar smoker, you appreciate luxury. As a premium cigar smoker, you appreciate handmade craftsmanship. And as a customer of Tom's Penworks, you'll appreciate the selection of custom-made, limited production products that can show off to your friends. From handmade pens, pencils, bottle openers, cigar cases, now custom order rings. Tom will create something special for you or your loved one on the web. Find him at etsy.com/shop/Tom's Penworks, which again, we have to say every time. A TH for Tom's
Oh, yes.
and the X on the end of works.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't stand his website.
Tom, I wish you'd have just went with something a little bit easier so I don't have to explain it every time. But we love you. He's working hard for the show.
Yeah, no, we appreciate
he'll
this.
come up again in the news.
Yeah.
So,
Nope.
is this me or you? Because you seem
It's
to
you,
be
buddy.
jumping into it. All right, you just want to follow along.
Yeah, I'll just.
All right. So, he's going to be in the event. I'm sorry, not the news. As previously discussed on the show, the LFD Golden Bull NFTs will be auctioned off. The date of August 11th has been selected, and the NFT will be the only way to get the new cigar directly from LaFleur. The auction is being organized by Eureka, spelled U-R-E-E.
Eureka's Castle.
No, this is important for anybody who wants to follow along.
sorry.
Spelled U-R-E-E-Q-A. I appreciate you chiming in, though.
Sorry,
I was
just-
down with the Eureka.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand why the girl needed to be so fuzzy, but okay. So the digital validation company is partnering with LaFleur Dominicana on the project. The minimum bid will be $20,000. 7 NFTs will be auctioned off, each auction taking place at 48-hour intervals. So is this something I'm dying to see? No. But I thought, some of our people out there might be interested in just jumping on and following along and see what people with ridiculous amounts of money will do.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see how this goes because,
We can make all kind of NFTs, bro.
well, it's not quite that easy.
I mean, I don't know that it isn't. Just be like, yeah, we're making a thing. It doesn't exist, but we'd like you to give us money for it.
But see, that's the thing. It does exist. It actually
Doesn't
there
have-
there
yeah.
is a non-fungible token involved with it, which is why it's called an NFT. It's actually a line of code to secure itself. I mean, the picture is just a picture, right? Like when most people think of an NFT, they're thinking of the little picture that you're buying.
Yeah.
That picture just represents a block of code,
Sure.
and you own that block of code, so you own that property, so
I
you
mean,
can invest into it and pull back out of it that way.
We just do some photos of us doing the chubby hubby,
Yeah, it doesn't work.
and
like
we
that.
sell them and money.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
I'm pretty sure I'm an expert. I got it. I mean,
He's in.
I did 3 seconds of
Dougie
research. What
Doug.
else? What else is as an American person can I do but a 3-second Google search?
Brother,
For God's sakes!
I have a feeling I can get a reference upstairs that you're never giving more than 3 seconds worth.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On a
Wow.
good-
Yeah, I guess.
There was
Depends
that
on
one time you-
foreplay.
Okay. yeah.
I could stretch it to a 7, a solid 7 with some foreplay.
Oh, I thought
for
you meant
sure.
you got to a 3 with foreplay. Go ahead. Sorry.
When the show's over, I'll give you a demonstration with the silly sausage.
Yeah, don't do that, Dougie
We'll,
Doug.
we'll educate you. What's up, Dougie? You came
There
at a
we
bad
go.
time, buddy.
Yeah. It was awkward.
Yeah.
I'm for 'em.
Yeah. Well, until you grow the beard back, we're gonna keep talking about uncomfortable ass shit because you're making me uncomfortable
Dude,
with your face.
It just
Yeah. Yeah, it's no good, buddy. I mean, you're a good looking dude and stuff. It's just I feel like you're only half a man. Which might be generous.
moving on.
Well, Gloria Cubana launches the Series S line. The cigar line will feature a San Andreas wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder, and fillers from the Nicaraguan and Dominican Republic. The cigar will be available in 3 sizes: a 5.5 by 56 Robusto Gordo, a 6 by 60 Gigante, and a 7 by 56 Presidente. I like to say Gigante. It's like it's not Gigante, but it'll get the job done. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
you went too far. Go.
Yeah, just what I
Continue.
do.
Just-
Just what I
just
do.
moving on.
Man, well, we talked about this. I'm staying on brand.
Yeah. No, I'm for it.
I made a commitment, and I'm sticking with it.
He needs to be
As a part
committed.
of Zycar's 25th anniversary, they've made some swag that Sam can't wait to get his hands on, much like his silly sausage. Quality Importer Trading Company unveiled the new collection of cutters known as Zycar Revolution XIX 360. I love the fact that they keep the names simple and they don't put a bunch of crazy serial numbers in there for you to remember. It's really helpful. The new collection made its debut at the 2022 PCA trade show. The new cutter is a rotary action cigar cutter that features synchronized stainless steel blades, power assistant cutting action from some springs. And as much as I love those that category of the I don't need it but I have to have it, I have some similar items, and I end up using these guys.
No, I
I
get
mean,
you.
they look good in the display cases, and you make me an
This
offer,
one's
you get
pretty
me
cool,
a deal, it'll get put in there. Yeah, I've seen it. It looks pretty nifty.
Yeah, but like I got to play with one. I got to play with the large ring gauge one. I think it'll cut up to a 90 or 100. It's huge. It's that teardrop shape.
I've
like
seen the
they run.
70s. The
Yeah.
70 is what I saw
Yeah.
advertised.
It's like
I
this
don't know if
big.
there's another option. Yeah, it looked like the XO,
monstrous.
and the teardrop had a little baby.
This ain't no little baby.
Well, you know what
I mean, dude, it's
a
it's
mutation.
almost the size of my palm.
Well, some palms are bigger than others.
Yeah.
At the 2022 PCA trade show, Christoph announced a new regular production line known as the Christoph Guardrail, which is news to Sam, and that's what I appreciate
Yeah.
about it.
Really
It
surprised
features
on
a
that.
Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper and Dominican binder. The filler utilizes African tobacco from the Burma Valley located in Zimbabwe, tobacco which Glenn Case believes is only being used by Christoph. So anytime you can get in there and be like, exclusivo,
It is mine
You know.
and it's gigante.
that's not what I heard. But that'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
So
You should wrap it up. Or
Well,
else you end up like us.
I told you I'm fixed. I don't have to anymore.
Oh, look at you go.
That's right.
No,
For 3 seconds.
yeah, no, the new cutter's cool. It has like a cogwheel on the outside. And when you first
It's a good word, cog.
yeah.
Yeah.
When
Should
you
use
first
that more often.
when you first get a hold of it, it's awkward for a second, and then there's like a hole to put your hand in, like while you hold it, and it's cool because you can.
It seems
just
like
kinda
a
go that.
bad premise, bro. I think if you're selling cigar cutters, the last thing that you want to do is make something you got to put your finger through the hole of, because you just know some absent-minded dumbass.
Somebody's gonna screw that up.
You seen how many people smoke the leaf by Oscar with the leaf on the outside of it?
Yeah.
Just imagine the nasty photos you're going to see on the internet and the lawsuits that are going to come from people going, I'm supposed to stick my finger in it, but I turned my
Yeah,
attention
yeah.
away.
I'm debating because I might actually have those as like the table cutters because they have the big you
might want to consult your lawyer.
because they have the big hole at the end. I'm gonna put a steel steel cable through there.
Yeah.
That way, yeah. Because I
mean,
know a
that's a good
couple
way to anchor
couple
them down.
a couple different places that I stopped when I was on my little road trip. Actually, more than a couple. They used like the retractable.
You can put one of those through one of these real easy for $7. Just saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying they used like the retractable like badge holders, and the
You
the
just
problem,
want one of those for your belt.
The problem is the cutter itself can
Is it?
cut the cable to steal the cutter. Like the cutter
Yeah.
that you're securing can cut the. Yeah,
I think
it
you should just wear one on your belt.
Yeah, no, I'm talking like put like a
Little Batman action.
Like a
Can
bike
it,
lock
does
on
it
there.
double as a grappling hook?
I mean,
Yo.
it's heavy enough.
Yeah.
I mean, the big one is
A tree pruner?
Yeah, you get up in there, man. It gets nasty real
Get
quick.
up in there.
Yeah.
That's the kind of quotes I like to see happen on here.
So the La Gloria Cubana, I've always liked them. Like that's
La
one of the-
Gloria?
yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the few legacy brands that
Yeah.
I'm never afraid to go to. Although I will be honest with you, there's a particular line that I enjoy, and it's the Siri Armadura.
Sierra Armadura. Yep.
Yeah. That cigar has a classy appearance to it. It puts out a ton of smoke. It's consistent, and I like the flavor on it. Yeah,
Read the comments.
I did. I'm in there. Don't you worry.
No, did you see?
Oh, okay.
Chichingo added one, and I
Oh,
just
yeah.
he got
Yeah,
me.
no. I try to avoid the chichingo. That could be like so you know how Steve Saka's got the Saka Squatch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you remember the old Bud Light commercials? Drink Bud Light, but beware the penguin. Yeah. So we could be like smoke just the tip, but avoid the chichingo.
Yeah. Well, with ideas like this, offer circumcisions on the side, just the tip, mind you. Thanks,
Or-
Chichingo. Thanks for that.
Or we could make a brand called Good as Bacon. Good as bacon, but avoid the piggies.
Too far.
Piggies Revenge.
Too much. Oh, Piggy's Revenge. I like it. Write that down.
Chichingo.
He's here. He's paying attention.
Oh, I almost played the outro. That's loud.
That was a bit much.
Yeah.
Wow, that one that got me.
My wife must be bored.
Yeah, she
She must
here
have
hanging out
finished
with us.
The Marvelous Miss Mavel.
My wife loves that show.
I've caught bits and pieces
It's
of it. It's
funny
better
as
than I
hell.
thought it would be. Yeah, yeah.
It-
Strong acting.
Yeah, it doesn't hold my attention for long, but you know, like those ADD moments, it definitely.
You know me.
She's hysterical. The
Yeah, dude,
dialogue is
for
beautiful.
sure really good, very strong, very charismatic, and you gotta. It's real easy to do a no. Okay, it's hard to do a period piece that catches my attention whenever we have all of the crazy eye flashy stuff and CGI
Right.
that we have these days. But when someone does an outstanding job with it, when you're talking about things like Game of Thrones, Deadwood,
Yeah.
Deadwood's a better example because Game of Thrones still has the CGI. But you talk about things like Deadwood or a show like that accurately shows like a time period. You know, always feel like I'm going to get bored.
Yeah.
I'm like, I come from the era of the internet and video games and stuff. Like, I don't know how much interest I have in like going back to the 50s or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah,
I catch myself watching it. The problem with that type of thing is, you ever find yourself frustrated whenever you know your significant others watch a show, and you're not in that show, right? You haven't started from the beginning, but that's what they're binging
Yeah.
through, and so you'll sit down and you'll get interested, and it's like, I don't know if I really want to watch, because if I want to watch it, I should watch it all from the beginning and stuff. But it doesn't seem like the kind of show that's
Yeah.
really that important.
You got to watch the first season because we actually sat down and watched the first season together, and then I think from there on out, like once you know the backstory, then the other seasons I just walk in and out of the room and it's not a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Chichingo is reaching around in the chat room, I think.
he's
I can't
giving
tell
a bunch
what's
of
going
reach
on.
arounds,
Don't
isn't
forget
he?
to cup the balls, buddy.
don't forget to cup the balls. I love that one.
That's the key to the promotion right there. Anybody can work the shaft. Don't forget to cup the balls.
You really want to get
Eye
popular.
contact.
Eye contact.
It's key.
Get after it.
And that goes for whichever side of whichever team you play for.
Just work it.
Just making sure that everybody knows I wasn't singling anybody out. That was not aimed at a particular group. I don't care who's doing it. Eye contact's key.
So speaking of particular groups, you didn't win. You didn't win the bald guys.
No, I didn't. That's not. Yeah.
So-
I get less recognition even in my own group.
I was like, wow,
It's my group. I started the group.
You
damn it.
started off strong.
I like Bobby Nacho coming in there like, oh, he's got a cigar.
Yeah.
I got a cigar too, Bobby. In all fairness, you
Crack
did
me
not. It was, and I know you have limited options, right? He doesn't have as many pictures on your phone as I have on of you, because my wife will take pictures of us and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So you had less to choose from. But god damn it, I'm in the center, really big, and a beautiful picture that I drew myself. and I thought, I'm like, I got 2 entries. I'm good to go. I'm gonna get something.
Yeah,
here.
no.
nothing.
You actually
Betrayed by my own junkies.
you fell into. I think you're in third.
The thing is, was there actual poll? There wasn't a poll. It was just a comment.
No,
thing.
I actually wrote it
Did you-
down,
did-
and I followed.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
think it would've been
shared
better
like
if you
11 or
pulled it
12
out.
times.
Next time we need to do a poll on, like, an official poll.
I can't figure out how to make a picture and have the poll with it.
Steve Newman,
Yeah,
help him
there
out.
you go.
Educate my boy.
But no, it got shared like 11 times. So like I followed each one. I wrote it all down.
yeah, that makes it tougher.
So like that Keith Cahan from Protocol,
Yeah,
he got a ton of votes on his own page.
yeah. For
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
I didn't even get a ton of votes on my
That's-
own.
that's
page.
why
That was
I'm
a messed
loving
up
it.
thing. It was like, come on,
Like,
guys.
he got a bunch.
I know I'm down here, but give me a little bit of something.
But you-
I made the group that you're all looking at this crap, and
Yeah, you fell behind. Sokka's at number 1, and then
Sokka is
Oh.
number 1 at everything.
dude, what's his name? Scott Robinson from Loomis Cigar Cartel. He got number 2.
Yeah.
So
You're
yeah.
beyond the humidor boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He got number 2.
He got the better voice too. He's one of them deep guys.
no,
No, is
No.
he the other one?
well, there's 3.
Well, the other one.
Yeah,
I don't know which other one.
you have a high, middle, and a low.
Okay.
He's the middle.
All I know is they have a camera gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been picking up on. They get a camera gorilla. Why does everybody have employees but us?
Yeah,
You
well-
tried to bring in an intern. He hasn't showed up once.
Yeah, I just stopped trying. Honestly,
Yeah,
I haven't.
that's a good job.
I'm like, yeah,
No hate. No hate. Gabe's my man. He's my tech support wizard.
yeah.
I'll be like, yo, I need to figure out how to do a thing in a program.
Chachika said, "Put me down for a vote for Corey. No one does bald better."
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Dougie Doug said, "Been shaving his head since '99. How about you?"
All right, things are going to get a little graphic here, but I was in the West Texas oil field on a job, okay? There's this guy, looked like he was 100 years old, out there kicking ass and rigging up the job with everybody else,
Yep.
100-degree heat, working circles around me. Looked like Hank Hill's dad. You remember Cotton Hill?
Yeah,
Google Cotton Hill, looked just like him.
Yes.
I mean, his face was like a piece of leather you left out in the sun for 150 years, dude. The wrinkles on this guy. But I respected him, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But so he comes in and he's hobbling, and we're taking a break in the trailer, and he goes to pull his boots off. I was like, what's wrong, man? He says, oh, there's something in my boot. It's killing me. I was like, hey, man, it's your left testicle. You need to make sure that you tie those things up before you go out to work for the day. And he was solid dude. He hit me straight back. And he said something along the lines of, you know what I like about you? When you're sucking my dick, I can shave in the reflection on your head. And I'm like, do what you got to do, bro.
Bro,
But
that's
that seems like a
fantastic.
safety hazard. I hope you hold on to that razor real tight or things are going to get ugly. You know what I mean?
dude, that is phenomenal.
So, one of the other good things I told him, I says, how's your wife deal with that? And he says, what? I said, whenever you're getting her from behind and your nuts are swinging up and hitting her in the face. And he says, that's not the problem. I says, oh? He says, no. I said, enlighten me. He says, it's her tits swinging back and it hit me in the butthole. I was like, well played, sir. Well
Yeah.
played.
He's been around
The
this for a
views
while.
of this oil field gentleman do not necessarily represent the views or opinions of the Cigar Junkies podcast panel hosts.
Yeah,
Even the ones that I said, it was, yeah.
it was a long time ago. It was West Texas, and it was the oil field. Oil field is not the same
yeah,
world.
there's no PC there.
Yeah, it's not the same kind of people.
Speaking
at
of swinging
all.
balls, Dougie Eggert's been shaving his head since 1999.
I know, that's why I read it like
Yeah.
2 minutes ago before you started your story.
Yeah, I don't pay attention. I just do my own thing. I'm on autopilot over here. You talk every once in a while. There's a little noise, and I go, okay, my turn.
What was it? Sokka said he thinks that should be a movie. The Bald Boys of Cigars.
Ooh,
And
like
Steve-
a western.
Yes, Steve Newman came back with a they already made that movie, and he just posted Grumpy Old Men.
Oh, all right. Yeah, but not enough guys. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
We could do it better.
And then the soundtrack's going to be Bald.
You know
to the
why
Bone.
they haven't made that movie is because they couldn't get the lighting right.
so much makeup. It looked like they had hair.
glare on the freaking camera. It's like, sorry guys, it just looks like the sun setting all the time. We just get this nasty light in the camera lens.
Yes.
Can't figure out where it's coming from.
Well, I will. I'll put it out there. So anything
Yeah,
else you want to see,
that's
like
good. That could be
Yeah,
a T-shirt.
the Who Wears It
You have
Best.
to get a lot of permissions, but it'd be a good T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, anything else like who wore it best fedora or anything ridiculous you guys can think of,
Mm-hmm.
throw a comment up or something like that, and I'm gonna probably ask that as a question. Of the
Ring
day.
gauge challenge. Post pictures of dudes with the like cigar reps
I don't
with the
wanna see it.
biggest ring gauges.
No, I don't. That doesn't do it for me, bro.
Yeah. I feel like
not
I
in the same
touched
world
on a
as you. I don't wanna
sensitive
see
spot. Did I stumble into your browser history there?
Well, I think I told the story already, but Carlito Fuente made a really good comment, and he said, if I'm gonna stretch out my lips, I'm gonna make some money with it. And that's gonna be
Got to
my
account for inflation. $50 is $50.
20's 20.
Shoot. There's 3 of them.
Yeah, 50's 50.
You know how many Jordans?
You know how many Jordans? You know how many pair of Wranglers? 3 little
You know how many plaid shirts?
plaid shirts.
3 Hoffman kids wear?
You know how many pearl snaps that is? Calm down.
Get them.
Get them. Well, let's see.
yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of get them.
Yeah. Get them update?
Well, I just have an idea as to what's going on for that next event, which we'll get to with the events. But didn't mean to jump ahead, but it was just like there was a light bulb moment. So
What's going on?
yeah,
Love the occasional random appearance of Kermit. He doesn't take direction very well, but he's always a pleasure to have in the studio.
He's fun. He's a good guy.
yeah. Sorry about the get 'em thing. Like you just completely sent me off track.
That's what I do.
So I am officially done working Saturdays at Leaning House, with the exception of events now.
Yeah.
So
All right.
you guys stop down on Saturdays. If it's not an event night, say hi to Goldsey. And if it is an event night, we'll tell you about it on the show, and I'll be down there.
Chingo, get out your Aladino box pen, because I'm just whipping out brands today.
Always whipping them.
Ripping them off. You know what I mean? Like silly sausages. Oh, I almost got you. It's been a while since I got you.
It has.
It's been a while.
Failing.
Yeah. All right, yeah, hold it up higher. Don't hold it down there. It paints the wrong picture.
Well, I was like bringing it
Pull
on
out
the
from
DL.
under the table. No, man. We do a line with a cartoon penguin on the band, and we call it the Bird Walk.
I don't.
Come on, man. No? All right, I give it to myself.
Yeah, you earned that one. No, yeah, the bird walk. That's not your best one, bud.
That's what I call in the industry. We call that a transition.
Yeah. No, I wasn't transitioning.
No. I know. Shall I try it again? We'll just do it till Sam figures it out.
Dude, I'm not a cricket, bro.
And that transitions into what part of our show notes?
Okay, so we can discuss these beforehand. Right?
No, we can't.
Push it one more time.
It was still pushed.
All right, I'm not a cricket, bro. Which brings me to the participation trophy of the week.
Wait,
Participation.
do I have a thing for that? I don't think I do. No, I've got a rim shot, but I don't have a drum roll. Oh, that one. We'll talk about it later.
No, we're gonna talk about the rim shot right now that you got.
It's got something to do with a silly sausage and a salad bowl. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, then. Participation trophy of the week goes out to Mr. Steve Newman. Steve,
Newman.
you are not getting it for a singles week work. You are getting it for your durational work.
It's an accumulative effort.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
of everybody in the group, Steve, I can confidently say you share our content more than anybody by far. And it's really
And
appreciated.
reference us. And,
Yeah,
and
reference us.
tell other people, like, you need to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
Which makes me step back and go, maybe he needs some psychiatric assistance. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you think that we're the standard here, whew,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But
we
yeah,
appreciate you, buddy.
yeah,
but
man.
something's not right there, you know?
yeah, you need to raise your standards. Do not do what my wife did.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lower them. Raise them.
You ever see that? What was it? The movie Life with Eddie Murphy and
Long time ago.
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
there was a dude on the baseball team that couldn't talk. We call him "Can't Get Right." That's always whatever I think of a mental destabilization or a ailment,
right?
as it were. I always think it can't get right. But nobody ever understands the
Yeah.
reference.
I gotta watch that again because
Yeah.
I don't. So actually, one of his posts, he posted a ton of comedians, and dude, I had a hard time picking my 3 from it. But I went with Cat Williams, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy. And I couldn't decide between Chris Rock or Cat Williams.
You gonna tell Steve Newman what he won?
Yeah, I told him the participation trophy of the week.
Yeah. We want to shed any light on the fact that there's an actual embodiment.
I was going to let him see it on the page.
Well, I mean, we want to get people to look. That's all, I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So you're going to actually receive a digital trophy of the week.
yeah, it's an NFT.
yeah,
That'll be $15,000.
Yeah,
No,
no, it's
no.
not. Don't.
Okay,
Don't.
okay.
that's-
Well, we'll figure it out
the
later.
views of Corey
There's
do
haggling
not,
room.
Do not reflect Sam's views on. Yeah, that's not.
That's actually fair. That might be the most sane thing that you've ever said on the show.
Yeah,
He put some thought into that
Sam's not really back in that play.
Yeah, it's a smart
Mute
call.
me for a second. I got to bring this mic up on.
Oh,
trying
now
to-
you messed me up. I'm going into to protect you, banging my mic up instead.
There we go. That's better.
No.
Now I
Now
keep
I folded
to,
my
to
page.
talk. I had to keep like dipping my head down. It was awkward and not great. So yeah, we got the participation trophy is going to be going to Steve.
It's a
got-
really good design.
Yeah,
I like it. Some smart guy come up with this one, I think.
you know that it went out yesterday, right?
Yeah. So is it out there available?
The other one's out there.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go
Yeah.
see the participation trophy of the week last year went to the Beyond the Humidor boys.
Last week, not last year.
Same thing.
Okay.
Same.
Same.
My 10 years in the oil field, no sense
Same,
of
same.
scale. I get nothing. Nope. Same
Perfect.
difference.
Um,
That's what my cousin always used to beat me in every argument we ever had, and now I turn it around on him all the time. Hands down, wins every argument because there's nothing you could say to that. You could be like, "No, it's black," and I'd be like, "No, it's white." "No, it's black." "No, it's white." Same difference. What? What are you gonna? Where are you gonna go? No, nowhere. It just locks you up.
Chichingo's making promises for us. Dougie Doug said, shout out to Uncle Artie for his awesome venison burgers and steak. Dude,
Oh yeah,
bro.
Yeah, Uncle Artie bringing it.
Dude.
No love for the
I was gonna
brisket
say-
though. Why am I always losing?
I was going to say,
in my own house.
all the food was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
I actually got to find out where you got your sausage from. Not the silly one, the jalapeno
That's
one.
a Sam's Club, bro.
Was it?
Yeah, it's that one's the honey habanero.
Dude.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, dude, those things are real good. Chicken brats,
Yeah.
is what they are. The pear gout is the wife's favorite, I think, and then there's the honey habanero, and the other one is something spinach and artichoke. Yeah. Speaking of which, I picked up a little bit of like a herbal taste on this earlier that I wanted to state out that I forgot to. It wasn't quite like a mint. It was like a rosemary clover kind of thing, something like a dry, not spicy herb. You know what I mean?
It's funny. So I don't get that by any means.
It
I'm
was
not- I'm not- yeah.
just a little
Yeah.
bit right in the
And I'm not trying to say
second, third.
This is all subjective, so he is not wrong. Starting there. 10 seconds. Tap here
Chichingo,
to
get me a timestamp so that I can get that down there.
tap here to cancel.
Cancel who?
It says it's gonna turn off.
Oh shit! Something got. Dude, yeah, taparoo. I don't know what's going on. Don't nothing. We're still live. I mean, we're okay.
Oh, right. Sorry, we got a warning on the
You know,
little
it
thingy.
happens whenever you lose USB power. It's gives you that warning to auto shutdown. Maybe it reached full charge and dropped. I don't know.
Oh, that's strange, but
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
yeah, there was things coming out that I was gonna say. My daughter loved the habanero sausage.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was like, okay, where are we getting it? Because like she
That's
doesn't.
impressive.
They don't normally eat those, but
Yeah, dude. All of those are really good, and some of them sound strange, but they're delightful,
Yeah.
and they come in. I think it's like 6 or 5, and then there's 3 different packs, so
Yeah.
it's 15 or 18
just to get like
chicken
one
broths
time.
all together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I go to Fresh Time and get different ones down there and try them, but you have to like refinance your house to buy the sausage from down
Oh
there.
yeah, dude. You gotta love organic too.
It's
You spend
good,
all
but-
the extra money and you leave it sit for a day and it's no
It's
good
garbage,
anymore.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
bah, yeah.
It's not awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through some of the comments real quick. Chichingo, after my comment about Mikey Goltz being in the house, commented that he used to love Saturday nights at the Leaning House.
Ooh.
Steve Newman said, awesome, in reference to him.
Everything is awesome.
Chichingo's making promises. Apparently, he's going to get you some stock ownership of the Bloomfield Bridge, Steve. So, you two work that out because
Timestamp. I don't know where the timestamp is. You might have to go into the audio.
you
listen to it again. Get us some listens. We need them, buddy.
So you can look at it after the fact,
Yeah.
and you can find where that comment was, where you said, "Where do I find the timestamp?" And
Yeah.
just
The
search from
the
there.
best way to listen to this show is actually to do it in rounds, like row your boat. So what you do is you create a bunch of online profiles and then you use different devices to start the show. Listen to 5 seconds, start the show, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, and so you get like 10 of them going at once and just rack up those numbers for us.
Just keep them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If you're a real drunk,
it doesn't
junkie,
work
that's how
that
you
way,
do it.
right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's not how Facebook reads it at all.
I'm not talking about Facebook. You can jump into the audio feed,
Okay.
and then I can go back into the podcast and listen, and then I can go. I'm going to cut out that part where
I-
you didn't
again,
use the words I liked. It was the one
The
with
thoughts
Dave.
of Corey do not reflect the
Yeah.
thoughts of Sam. Do not falsely.
I don't
inflate
even
our
know if they
numbers.
reflect me. It's just a cat chasing.
Yeah, I don't. I want real
something.
numbers. I want to know where we really stand. I want to know, exactly who is listening.
I don't really want to know. I think it can only hurt us.
I'm fine with
You
it.
never measure from the top.
There's only hurt feelings. I finally saw it. I saw it.
That's such
Yeah.
a good video.
Chichingo said to avoid toxicity. He agrees.
What do you mean from the top? Oh, nothing but hurt feelings
Nothing
up
but
there,
hurt
bro.
feelings up there, bro.
No, it's just so good. But yeah, no, just what I want to know is actually the one that I told him to get me was the timestamp on Dave, because Dave had the perfect wording, and it was Corey's actually right. And that's the sound clip that I want to use over and over again
Yeah,
for eternity.
don't support that feeling, guys. Just let that go. We don't want to let him know that actually ever happened. It's going to be a figment of his imagination.
My imagination. All right, without further ado, let's get into the events. It feels like Sam's turn, I think.
Is
All
it?
right? I don't feel like you've read much today.
No,
And if
I've
there's
actually
one
been,
thing
like,
the
trying to,
junkie,
like-
if you want, I can keep going.
got it.
I mean, I got a natural flair for it, a talent, as it were.
Look at him go.
But I think that most of our listeners come here because they like to watch you read.
No.
I think that's the number one attraction of the show.
I'm not a good reader.
And we know that you memorized these two bottles off the top of your by heart. You could do them off the top of your head. So
we could probably talk about that too.
But I think the kids really want to see you read.
All right.
That's what they came for.
Saturday, August 5th, Aladino event at the Nelson Lagustos Cigars in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Come with us, visit us, and see us do our thing while we hang out with Husto Iroa, Trey Mac Shipley, and Fred Finley.
Finley, yes sir,
Yeah,
one of the owners of the fine establishment.
I knew his name, and I was doubting myself that it was right.
Podcast goes live at 11:30. The event proper starts at noon. It goes from noon to 5. There will be deals on all JRE products, which include Aldino, Tatiscan, and I think there's one or two others as well. I don't know. They're on their brands. You get the deals. The more you buy, the more you get rewarded. There's going to be swag. They got food. They got live music going on. One of the most interesting things that I'm excited to see, and don't get me wrong, I'm not sure of the availability, so don't quote me for sure. Fred told me he was going to try to hook us up with a bottle, but they got a dude that's part of the dinner event that was a ticketed event that happens on Friday the night before. And the guy makes custom bourbons, I think. And he made one with Aladino Cameroon tobacco for flavoring.
Ooh.
And so my boy Fred said he was going to try to lock down a bottle just for the junkies.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So hopefully we'll be pairing that up.
We love you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. You ABA. What is it?
ABS.
ABS.
Or no, you're ABB.
Yeah.
I'm ABS. Always be selling. You always be begging.
But it's your ABB today though.
Aye.
That was my point.
I just
is
said
that
thank you.
You said come on, Fred, we love you.
We love you. Well, I wasn't begging. I was just letting
Sucking
him know that
up.
we love him.
Sucking
That's
up,
not
little
the same
brown
as
nose
begging. No.
No.
Moving on.
Silly sausage.
Chichingo pointed out that we missed a very important one. Catch up with Mike King and Mark. Has a name.
I believe that sounds accurate.
And Mark.
We talking about Superior Mark.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Mark
I
from
can do
Superior. They have their 12th anniversary days going on this weekend. I believe it's this whole weekend's going to be going
Okay,
on.
see, that's
Ton
the
of
only
Avalor
reason that I didn't add it to the notes is because it was listed on the events page as happening right now.
Yeah. So
and I
it's
have a
today,
tendency not
it's the
to
whole
do
weekend,
because a lot of the people won't listen until Monday. So if it's popping off tonight, I usually don't put it on there.
Yeah, so the vault's going to be open. They're going to have deals, big raffles, bourbon smoking tomorrow in the Natrona Heights shop by Chichingo himself, which I didn't
Sounds like a
know. I
Dave
might
and
have
Patty
reallocated
production.
my weekend had I known Chichingo was doing a thing.
I'd like to say very disappointed in the man's beer pong skills. You figure he was going to come in. He's got all these accolades that he seems to have had from the past, and
Time
he
out.
got whooped.
Hi, Heather. Just wanted to let you know.
Silly sausage.
I am now
indeed.
aware
Chichingo
of my
and you guys.
holding
What?
The only fear that I have is that this is a used silly sausage.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, it was
saw
in bubble wrap.
It said, yeah, but has it been?
It did have a high
properly sterilized?
score.
Has it been properly sterilized?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I'm sure it got a great score.
That's the question. Do they draw test every single silly sausage?
Like, I love my silly sausage.
You gotta be careful. I've run in the wrist strain with that before.
You've experienced something similar, huh?
Yeah, something akin
Giving
to
you
tennis
problems.
elbow.
Anyways, we were talking about events.
Shorter stroke.
Just moving past that.
Read your paper.
Thursday, August 5th as well. There's going to be the Swine Asylum Pig Roast at Smokestack in Coriopolis, Pennsylvania, featuring amazing deals on Asylum, Aroa, CLE cigars. They'll be roasting a whole pig at no cost to you. Staying tuned for prizes.
You can rest assured, if Sam can bop it, he'll bop it. He's bopped it, I think.
Sunday, July 31st, 1 to 4 p.m., Pittsburgh Cigar Club open meeting at the new cigar lounge at Mary's Vine in Rankin. You must RSVP if you're going, and I know that they have like no spots left. They're running really low on that, so they are capping it at the first 25 to RSVP as going. So
Pay attention to it, though, because you could have hope. If Earl, our boy Earl Serrain, has already mentioned on the PCC page, for anybody whose plans has changed and they don't think they're going to be able to make it, to try to retract their RSVP to open up some spots for some other people. So if you didn't make it in on the initial batch, check in on it, because something could open up. You don't know.
there was openings as of like noon today.
Yeah.
So I think a couple people had pulled theirs back and whatnot.
I would have really liked to go to that one, but it interferes with my work shift on Sunday. So
Yeah, well, it deals with my family time. Sunday, family fun day. So
there you go.
we're not interfering with that.
As opposed to Taco Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Or Taco Friday in our event.
Let's see. Saturday. You know what? I just realized you screwed up. Saturday, August 6th.
I do
is
that.
the Nelson Lagustos, not the 5th. The 5th is the dinner.
Yeah,
that's
you
gonna
know
be there
what?
with Husto. That was ticketed only, and I think, did they sell out? Did you talk to Fred about that?
What's that? Oh, I
tickets
think
for
it's
Husto?
been sold out for
Yeah,
a
I think
long
that one's
time.
sold out.
So that was our initial date, and I think that it had been in there, and I just didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't take care of it. But it's Saturday, August 6th.
Yep.
Just for clarification, 11:30 we go on live. Come hang out with us, watch the show live.
Oh, right, right.
We will be. So that's one of the things I wanted to plug. We have some fabulous prizes that we're going to give away, which include some custom items from Tom's Penworks. In addition to that, I think I'm going to have some custom Ian Mock leather cigar cases.
Finally make their like full-on debut on the show.
I may even break out some of the extra Herfordors I got laying around
Nice.
here, give you some travel cases, and we got a few extra T-shirts, the Cigar Junkies T-shirts. So, I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
don't get too excited unless you happen to be an extra large. But if you're an extra large, man, you know, it might work out for you.
You might be covered on that one. Mm-hmm. Also on Saturday, August 6th, is going to be Final Time 2 at the Leaning House. They're going to have Final Time and tequila under the deck. So, on the deck is going to be Final Time, and under the deck is going to be tequila. There's going to be mixers, drinks. Pay attention to Leaning House's page for more details on that, because it is not finalized yet. Sunday, August 24th, the Crowned Heads with Miguel Schodel at Cigar from 2 to 6 p.m. with great deals on Crowned Head cigars, beer, and bourbon for those who wish to partake.
Partake, please.
Partake in the partay.
Just don't partake like Corey does. Eat first. Eat first is an
Yeah.
important. It's an
a
important part of
big
the
step.
equation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, we are doing an after show today, as long as Corey can maintain himself. We're going to try and keep it to about 15 minutes.
My sobriety is intact.
Yeah,
we just got to make sure we delete it from everywhere, because I just kept seeing it pop up everywhere. I tried to delete it like 7 times.
Yeah, I was gonna say I deleted it, and then finally I got a thing from you that said an admin has removed your post, and I was like, okay, fine, it's gone. Like it's finally finito.
Shit's harder to get rid of than monkeypox.
Yeah, so we got that kick in. Little shop update. Earl stopped by the shop yesterday while we were getting it out.
Oh,
We so we got most of the trash out of there. The massive piles.
Did you tell
that
him
were
that
on-
you don't have food there anymore?
Yeah, no,
It's not a restaurant.
no longer. No, he was stopping by the local beer distributor. Who, what's up, buddy? Sorry, Seth Jones stopped by, and I'm dropping what we're doing to say hi to Sethy.
Hey, I'll always drop what I'm doing for Seth
Right?
Jones.
He said,
for
"Better
sure.
better late than never."
Yeah, well,
So yeah,
yeah.
glad to have you, sir.
As long as you remember to hit record, it's all that matters.
Did you hit record?
Yeah.
Okay, don't look at me like it's a silly question.
If I didn't, it'd be green,
There-
and if there was no card, it'd be blue. Red's a good color in this event.
I was just saying, at this point, we've had enough
we've
issues.
got the live stream. I can pull from the live
We've
stream.
got
I've done it
backups for our
before.
backups.
Yeah. Although the other backup for the backup didn't end up backing up enough. It only backed up 45 minutes, which turns out does not a podcast make. Did you lose something?
Does not work. Yeah, I gotta fix something real quick. I had.
Technical difficulties.
Nobody's gonna be surprised, but I have issues.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry.
Can't get right.
Can't get right.
Right?
Right.
Right.
All right.
I understood that reference.
All right. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's see. So, Seth Jones, I do want to formally apologize. You were not in the Bald Men. You were not part. You were not part of the Bald Men of Bald Boys of Cigars post due to me not having a picture of me with you. So that's why that happened. Those were basically just pictures of me with from PCA with me to different people. So Seth, I'm sorry. Please forgive. Please.
Seth,
forgive me.
I've pondered that question many times before.
It ended me. I was mid speaking and it came.
If a deaf person gives a hand job, is it considered oral sex?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I would make the argument for it, but my question is, I think, a little bit more cerebral, and that is, if twins have sex with each other, is it incest or masturbation?
I'm gonna move on from that and go if the gay mafia whacks you, is it still a bad thing?
I guess it depends on how hard.
Right. That's what. So yeah. Okay. So I think we've
Wait.
I think we've beat this question.
No,
to
no,
death.
no. We've already covered this earlier. Well,
He understood
go.
that reference.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I had to get
Yeah.
that comment in.
I think as long as you maintain eye contact, it's still a good thing. Just look me in the eye. That's all I ask for.
Yeah, but what if they tell you to put your head down so they can finish shaving?
That's no
bad.
bueno. Yeah, that's no
not
good.
okay.
Safety razor, please.
So this cigar, this is gonna sound dumb, but I get like wood chips,
That sounds dumb.
like sawdust. Like I get that aroma to it. I don't know, something different.
Maybe it's because you were working a chainsaw all day.
You know what? That's actually probably.
It's like, oh, I'm picking up caramel and coffee. You think that might be the macchiato that you had a little bit earlier?
It could be the
Oh,
Werther's
yeah.
originals in the
I
cup.
guess that could have influenced things. I'm tasting plastic sausage.
I got some plastic sausage in my life, and he's really just giving
So where
me
do you
all
bop it? Is it on the top?
I don't know. Yeah. How does one
Bot-
bop?
is it a bottom bopper?
It's a bottom bopper. Twist it, pull it. So you bop it, twist it, pull it, but it only twists one way.
That could be the next poll on the show is who's the best bottom bopper and just all the best asses in the cigar industry.
That was my shin.
I believe you just pulled a Corey, sir.
Oh, that really hurt. I tried to hold it together. I lost.
That's what we do here. That's the patented moment where I face Mike.
Yeah, I was just like, that wasn't great. I'm kind of upset about that one.
Well, what happens? I tried turning my page around. It doesn't work because we have everything on one page today. Or no, 2 pages. I can't even talk. I don't even
He's
know
not
where I'm
aware.
going from here. I have no idea.
Corey doesn't know.
You pull out the sausage, I get distracted. It's a whole thing.
It's a
There's
thing.
a fixation involved. I don't know. Let's welcome our new members to the group.
Yeah, let's get him.
We have Ralph Lip. That's a name.
Yeah.
Good for you on that one, I guess. Kenny Smith, Justin Ruiz, Frank McKinley, Corey Graham, Little Havana Cigar Lounge. Oh.
Yeah, that's
Is that the one I
crud.
have a T-shirt on? There's a
No.
different one. That's
No,
the
they're-
Havana Club or
yeah,
something
they're
like that.
in Indiana or Illinois. They were part of the Junkies compilation video from PCA.
Kimberly Turney Peg. I wonder if that's Mickey Peg's.
Yes, it is.
Young lady.
We had a nice
Yeah.
chat
Yeah.
over his bald picture. Apparently, he doesn't smile in pictures for her, but whenever I wear my cowboy hat and I cuddle up nice and close.
Here's the thing. As a man, I get a lot of complaints about that. I think as a man, we don't want to ever smile in a picture.
I never smile.
Because you don't ever want to be like, people looking at the pictures like, oh, yeah, that guy looks like a mark. I'm going to rob him. You know what I mean? Like, you got to look like
Oh,
intimidating.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to keep up the appearances.
I'm a
You know
bad
what I mean?
man.
You
You
don't wanna
don't
mess with me.
even don't
Yeah.
even think no thing about it.
I mean, I got a freaking little popcorn-sized dog upstairs that won't stop yapping at me. My wife says it's because I look like a mean dude, and I'm good with that. Speaking of which, after Derek Dukes, Shannon Banks has joined the group again.
Oh yeah, I was curious about that one.
She exited after the great ashtray fiasco.
okay.
But I guess she's back to check in and see what we could do to upset her.
What
I'm
exactly is
sure it'll
going?
be something.
She's trying to see how we can piss her off.
I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something. You ever been wrong? Happened to me. Philip DeSalvo, I think he might be with the Mafia. Thomas Fisher, Mark Alston, Sabrina Kay, RM Rate, too many M's, Mickey Pegg, Stephen Castellino, Kevin Wold, Geo Grid. Some of these just sound made up.
I know, yeah, but I like it.
Peter
Geogrid,
Deck.
like GeoGrid.
JB Jacksman, Fred Finley the third, not the second, not the first, the third,
Numero
or something
tres.
to that heritage. Jeff Mikowski, Scott Mason, Marcy Curcio, Philip J. Harrison, and Delaney Burke. A lot of members there,
Yeah.
Brad. And
Yeah, it was
I
a good-
think there's something to this scalp trade we got going on in the old cigar industry.
Yeah, no,
It draws them in.
Hey, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed a lot of the conversations that came from that post.
Yeah.
I definitely foresee more in the future.
And if you know any famous people, share our stuff with them.
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of a cool thing.
yeah. Well, I mean, we'll happily piggyback off of somebody else's success.
Absolutely.
No problems there.
I'm gonna get to the comments real quick. Heather said, "No batteries. You're missing out."
It has batteries.
She said it tells you what to do. So apparently, this is in fact a woman's best friend because it tells you what to do. So that's nice.
I just want to be clear that gift was intended for you, and it's,
The question is, do I let my kids play with it or not?
yeah. The question is, you play with it in public, or are you a voyeur? This is just going off the rails real fast, man. You got to appreciate that. I don't think we needed the help, but
I'm
goddamn
leaving
we
it to
got it.
Chingo and Patty and Heather to make that happen. That's kind of amusing. Seth Jones said, in reference to the Chichingo comment, Chichingo said, "You missed porn segment earlier, Seth, but Sam may give you a hey.
Remember
Don't
what we talked
offer
about.
my services, Chichingo.
All right.
Do not offer my services."
That's the only qualification. If you're going to refer to it, reference it, you have to read it,
That-
because
and-
otherwise
yeah.
the other kids are out in the dark
Yeah,
wondering.
and that's I was given the background.
Can you imagine for just a moment somebody that's listening to an audio version of this that did not see the video, which I assume our majority of our people are going to be, and just have no idea what we're talking about and have to use the power of imagination?
Oh yeah,
You think about it, you forget that
Yeah.
the visual aid is not available
I
to.
know.
I mean, it's available to everybody, but not everybody's going to use it.
well, you know what that makes me think.
It's the
Check
power.
us
of
out on
imagination.
YouTube, guys.
That's right.
We would love to see you guys on YouTube. Corey here.
Well,
has
we'd
been-
love you to see us.
Yeah, just in general. Like, stop out to an event. It's more fun. We can cuddle. Well,
And-
Corey can.
And those, I got to be the little spoon.
He's a snuggler.
Yeah, I've never been the big spoon. But I think the thing you're supposed to say is to like and review and share.
Like and hit that bell icon to get notified when
Yeah,
we're coming
yeah.
out with. I don't actually know the spiel.
Hit the button.
Yeah, hit the
That's-
button.
We're amateurs, you know what I mean? But like, do the things that make us good. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts and you could do ratings or whatever, rate
Yeah.
us and stuff. Like,
Yeah, that would be
yeah,
awesome.
give us a little present.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
yeah.
or you can give Corey your sausage.
I mean, they gave it to you. I'm just going to repeat that again. And some people give physical gifts. We're just as happy with some good ratings.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we have access to all those ratings. We don't know. What the hell
That's
we're
fine
doing,
with it.
But
That's fine.
You know,
Yeah. I had to actually redo all the Apple stuff because it stopped putting us up at like episode 20 for some reason.
yeah.
So I had to
Podbean did that at like episode 5, and I just left it go.
Yeah,
And I thought, hopefully people aren't on Podbean anymore.
Well, so moving on to something a little bit more serious for a second. Question I don't normally ask people. Corey, would you like to touch my sausage?
I can't help it.
Ah,
I can't help it.
It really likes it when you twist the tip.
That's kind of like a balloon nut on the bottom, right?
I know, but you just kind of you just give it a little.
It definitely gives
yeah.
you that bed spring
You
type
get
of
that
sense.
tactile
Yeah.
feedback, and
It's a good time. It only goes counterclockwise.
I know
Yeah.
it's a one-wayer.
Wait. Yeah, it's
Ooh.
counterclockwise
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's no good. No good. I tried.
So,
I,
What
I can't even. I just can't.
so what I'm picking up is this is a, let's say, 16-inch long, roughly 3-inch wide for the non-visual viewers. Red sausage.
That's what she said.
He's got a very nice smiley face going. You can twist his head to make him happy. You can pull his head to make him happy, or if you really want to get him going, smack his bottom. So that is the silly sausage summarization.
But first, you got to turn him on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you pull his head enough, I
He's
wonder
not
if it
like
turns him
you,
on or
Sam.
not. What's that?
He's not like you.
Just always turned on.
Yeah.
Just always ready to go.
That's what I appreciate about you. You understand.
That is
you,
not
you know
what,
where I'm going.
That is not what you appreciates about me. I hope.
I'll bring it back about 5%.
All right, thank you. All right, there, Big Chief. All right, so overall, I'm going to say the cigar is great. I'm having some burning issues towards the end, and then I let it sit.
That's on you.
I was going to say, and then I let it sit for a little bit, and it got worse. I actually had two relights.
I'm slowing down, so like we're doing too much goofing off.
Yeah, like
So
right now, I deserve.
my burn isn't quite as bad as yours, but it's definitely symptomatic of not drawing enough.
And that's it.
And mine's still going at least.
Yeah, this is my
Construction's
third
good.
relight, so.
Construction's okay. We're just we're a little bit more into the shenanigans than we typically.
Yeah, we are
I
having
think.
a lot of fun tonight, though.
It's
So,
enjoyable.
cool.
I always like it's like, I'm never as excited about the first third of a cigar as I am the second. And I think that's where this show starts to shine too.
Yeah.
You get into the second, third, and the distractions kind of melt away. The stress comes off.
Yeah.
We're in therapy mode.
It turns into
everything
just
else is just
conversation.
gone. It's the only time I see you like this. You know that, right? Like anytime you interact with Sam, he's all business, man, because his mind's always on 100,000 different things. But he comes in here. I think this is your.
This is
Aside
my
from the
therapy.
cigar, this is your therapy
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure. You come in
absolutely.
here and it's like, God, no bars hold. It's just come in and enjoy yourself and be a kid again. A 21-year-old or older kid.
Well, that's I turn all the
no minors.
notifications off on my phone, so like I don't get any interruptions, no emails, no none of that stuff, which is nice. My son needed to go to one of his activities yesterday. My mother-in-law was watching the kids, and she's like, I'm like, do you want to take him or do you want me to take him? Because she likes to go see him do stuff, She's like, well, it's up to you, like if you have stuff going on. And I looked at her and I was like, don't ever ask me that. She's like, what? I'm like,
There's always something.
there's always something to do. So, yes, I keep forgetting we can bobble his head.
Just be careful. He's a limited edition, 1 of 50, I think. What I really appreciate about Chichingo is that his packaging actually has everything printed out on it too.
Oh, really? Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's what I think is really, really spectacular. And this is the one they bought back off of eBay to try to bring the collection back together. If this is the one, it means that they spent $50 on a thing that he already bought to give away so that he could give it to us. You got to appreciate that.
I absolutely appreciate that about Chichingo and Patties.
Oh, yeah. You got to get the support, and nobody supports us better than the Chichingo, Peppa Patty, and our homeboy Seth Jones.
Yeah, I
he
dig it,
comes
I
in
dig
big
it.
all the time.
Yeah.
Got to throw him some love
Yeah.
too. There's
Steve
actually
Newman's been going hard lately too, man.
Steve Newman
Yeah.
for sure, 100%. I'm just going to the physical here.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And consistency. But I tell you what, there's a big name that's going to get added to that list. But again, I'm saving it for when the toys come in.
Yeah.
The silly sausage isn't going to be the only toy in the cigar cave. That's all I can say. I mean, it might be the most played with.
Absolutely. It's going to be the most played with.
I don't know why
Yeah.
Facebook keeps shutting me out. I got to load it
Keep
back
kicking
up
you off.
again.
You sure it's not your phone just saying, all
Oh,
right,
I didn't
stop it.
I make no such accusations.
No accusations at all. It just says hello.
Let's see. So we got silly sausage shenanigans. We've got
1 of 250.
Yeah.
There's 250 of them. That's a lot of bobbleheads.
Yeah.
Yo, you went hard.
that is a lot
Kind
of
of like the
Chichingo.
silly sausage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hard. Elongated with a tickler on the tip.
Never
So,
said, yeah.
yeah.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got envy. You know what I mean?
Don't we all, sir? Don't we all?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. So Steve asked a question and he said, what's a cigar that's been hard to find or whatever? You answered, and I don't remember. It was a J.C. Newman.
Yeah, J.C. Newman, the American. I knew about it from the conceptual stages when J.C. Newman announced that they were doing it, and it's I'm not going to remember the son's name, so it's the son of one of the primary owners of the company because the two guys are actually, I believe, the grandsons of the original Julius Caesar Newman,
Right.
that started the company, and one of their sons now is involved and kind of bringing some fresh blood to
Cool.
to the industry. And so if you don't know about J.C. Newman, they produce a couple of premium cigars, like what you would qualify as premium. They're handmades. So they do the Brick House. Their other premium line is the Diamond Crown, which is actually manufactured by the Fuentes. They had a handshake agreement that goes back generations where J.C. Newman does distribution for Fuente, and Fuente makes their premium line of the Diamond Crown. So they also do some machine-made stuff at the last active cigar factory in Tampa, Florida. They I think Dwight Newman, something like that is his name. And he come up with the idea of, hey, let's do an all-American cigar. So it's going to be it's a cigar that's hand rolled in the factory down in Tampa. And it is made with nothing but American tobaccos. So you've got a mixture. I think there's some Floridian tobacco in there, Pennsylvania broadleaf, Connecticut. It's tobacco that's only sourced from
wow.
American farms.
That's cool.
And the price tag is going to be a little higher on it because you have the American products cost more money. The labor is more expensive in America than it is down in some of the southern regions. But that's kind of part of the reason. Like, just anything you can get made in America, I think, is a cool concept.
America.
And, it's going to have some bite to it, carrying that
Yeah.
Pennsylvania broadleaf in it. And it's something very intriguing. I haven't got an opportunity to buy it yet. It might be a good line for somebody that had a potential cigar shop opening in the area to
The
try to
reason
get
I
a hold of.
asked was exactly that. I haven't seen it on the distro list, so I'm kind of curious what
We
it's
can
going
make
to
some
take to
phone
get
calls.
it. Yeah.
We can use our many connections, or the connections of the people that the fellow bald guys that we shared our
There's so
post
many-
with anyway.
So many bodies.
Piggybacking.
I was amazed how many people yelled at me for not including bald people, and I'm like, guys, there are so many. I can't.
It's a commonality. You know what I always say is that there's no actual valid and satisfying cure for baldness, because if there was, there'd be no bald rich people.
Right.
So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. And we got a decent bit of them in the industry. I respect the haircuts. It sucks. We spend a lot more money on razors than the average folks do, which sucks because I can't even grow
Are
a
you,
full
are
beard.
you an
but I'd
electric razor
burn.
guy, or
No.
you're a blade?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll actually give a shout out. There's a company that I like that I found on social media called Defender Razor. So there's 100 different brands, the Harry Shave Club, Dollar Shave Club, all that crap. I tried some of them. I've taken some sizable chunks of my scalp out with them.
I've heard nothing but good about Harry's, though.
I think that's the one I took like a dime-sized piece
Really?
of skin off of my head when I was in North Dakota. It was a terrible time. I
Yeah,
threw them
that
all
would be
away.
terrible.
I had a bunch of them. I threw them away. So this company called Defender Razor, what I respect about them is that they're 3-blade, and everyone's going more and more and more
Yeah.
blades. The nice thing is that you have the distance between the blades so it doesn't catch and
Clog
pull.
up all
It
the
doesn't
time.
clog up so bad. But they work real well. They're inexpensive, and I'm on a mail order thing with them on their website that it's just like, okay, I can
They
skip.
just show up.
Yeah. So I'm, they send me a box of them a month or every 2 months or whatever it is. And if I end up with too many of them, I'll just skip the next couple shipments. And then,
Huh. I'm set up with that with some of the Manscaped products.
oh,
So-
giving us a little window down
What?
there. Guess a silly sausage
So-
isn't comfortably hiding in a bush.
So Seth Jones said JC Newman makes the Yaguas, which is going to be available at Just the Tip Cigars. I got
There
that
you go.
confirmed.
Oh, yeah. He was saving bands.
Ringo said, is it out or is it coming out?
Who?
Chichingo.
Oh, all right.
Chichingo, the
Thought you said something else.
Yaguas have been out. The American.
The American. Americana.
I almost went Americana. I don't know.
You're so
I-
used
yeah.
to having to put
Yeah.
a Latin spin on everything that
Yeah.
you say that you're looking for the Spanish
Yep.
pronunciation.
And I caught myself. The Americana. So how long's that been out?
It's been a couple years, I
Okay.
think. But
So-
the production numbers can't be super high, and I don't think they're in a ton of retailers. So
Yeah.
I haven't found it anywhere around here. And there's a website I could pull it from, but I don't do a lot of web orders anymore.
Yeah.
It's a brick and mortar that happens to do web distribution, but it's still been one of those situations where it's one of those cigars where you know that someday you're going to walk in and see it somewhere and be excited and go,
excited.
I've always wanted to try this. This is my opportunity.
Well, I really
All
like
right,
JC
all right.
Newman. Like, they're one of the companies
right.
I just like the company.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
lot,
dude. If
so-
you've ever heard the history of that company, it's super cool.
And I want to go kind of heavy with their line. I'm not. I don't know. I'll put it out to you guys. Should I or shouldn't I carry Quorum? So I mean,
That's the Q brand. They're a value, yeah?
yeah, they're a value
Probably
brand. I haven't smoked
machine
one.
made.
I think they're a value handmade. I think they're like a cheap handmade.
I don't know. You want to check into
They're
that.
a long filler though. I know
Because the thing is, like a lot of the JC Newman, like I said, their factory in Tampa is like the last remaining active factory down there. However, it is a machine made factory.
Okay.
So, as far as I know, going to the American was the first handmade cigar, the premium cigar that they made there in a long time. But I believe they actually do have a factory in Dominican or in Esteli or something like that.
Yeah, I would say
Esteli.
they have
They
a
have one in
Nicaragua
Esteli.
presence.
Yeah. So I think the brick house and stuff is made down there. But I know for a fact that they do make machine-made cigars.
Yeah, they do have a couple
That's
lines.
an inexpensive bundle brand, so my money would be on that to machine-made.
Yeah, I'm thinking at our conversation at PCA. I think the pamphlet's basically broken in half, machine made, handmade. I think that Quorum was the last of the handmade section,
Yeah,
or it might be the
this is
first.
probably in the factory down
Yeah.
there.
But yeah, so I've never had one. Just don't. Yeah,
Chichingo's in there real fast.
Yeah, yeah. I hate to read comments like that. Though.
Yeah, no. It's
Yeah.
if it's a negative,
Yeah.
we don't need
Cool.
to go there.
Yeah, I will say this: Chichingo said a negative comment towards it. We're
Yeah.
gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah.
No
But since
offense,
when do we
Chichingo.
respect his
Don't
brand?
ever hesitate to say that stuff.
And you're talking
But you
about
say it. We're
you're
not
talking
gonna.
about the guy smoking them 70-year-old Cuban cigars.
I know.
No flavor left in them.
Like, I think it was smoking, but I'm not sure.
It tastes like a box.
It tastes. I get hints of cedar
we're
and smoke.
We're picking on you for fun. It's super cool that you have the old Cubans and stuff, and there's something romantic about the pre-embargo stuff. Actually, that's one of the fun things about the tour of J.C. Newman Factory, which I haven't partaken in, but I've heard comments that back in the day after the embargo, the question they would get asked all the time is, do you still have Cuban tobacco? And the grandfather would say, yeah, of course we do. Of course we do. Well, it's because they have a pallet of Cuban tobacco that they kept in the factory. They weren't putting it in any of the cigars.
But
But
they have
do
it.
they have it?
Yep.
Yeah, they have it. And
That's
that
cool.
pallet is still sitting there in 2022 in the factory.
Chichingo said handmade short filler. Seth Jones said Tatiscan
That's
by
my
JRE
nickname.
is a fantastic value cigar. I've actually never had Tatiscan. I'll pick one up next time.
So
at
my
the house.
wife calls me short filler.
Short filler.
Trey Mack trying to call in. God damn it, Trey.
Is he really?
Pay attention, buddy.
bastard.
If he was listening live, he would know better than that.
You should plug him in. Answer. Like Trey Mac, you're live on the Junkies podcast.
Actually, you know what? I am going to do
Yeah,
that shit.
all right,
Screw
guys,
that.
we're gonna
I'm
mess with him
call
just for
right
fun.
back for sure.
Yeah, get him.
Yeah, screw
get
him.
him.
Dude. If he
Get him.
was watching the show, he would know better.
Yeah.
This is on him.
Yeah.
So
Wait, maybe start low.
I
That thing
did.
gets
That's
re-
not super high.
All right, I was
Give me a
gonna say, that
second.
thing's
I'll
always
bump
gets
it
really
back
loud.
down.
I'm gonna play with my sausage while we wait on Corey.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Hey, you are live on the Cigar Junkies podcast because if you were a real fan, you would get on the Facebook page and know that we were doing the show live.
Not a super
Or if you looked at your
fan.
calendar. But so instead, we pulled you up on the soundboard and decided instead of just rejecting you, we're going to call you back and put you on the spot.
You put me on the spot, huh?
Yeah, so say hello to the audience because they're out there in the live chat listening to you and wondering what you got to say.
So weird, man. It's you don't usually talk while I'm on the shitter.
Oh, that's okay. Sam's playing with his silly sausage.
Yeah, I'm sitting here playing with my 20-inch
That's
sausage.
cool.
Yeah.
This is
bopping
a
it,
first.
twisting it, pulling it, all kind of stuff
much as I
happening over
can.
here. Oh, it's a good
This
time.
is the first, man. It feels good. It feels
Yeah.
good to be a gangster.
Yeah, you're getting that release and the old conversation out at the same time. Well, I appreciate knowing that that's when you call me. You're sitting on the can and you're like, this seems like a good time to call Corey back. We
Speaking
appreciate
of
that.
pieces of crap, let me call Corey.
After we included you in our best looking bald man competition, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of response that we get. What the hell, Trey?
God, I love you guys. If I'm live, I'm gonna give a shout out to Fat Ash Cigar Lounge in Ashland, Kentucky, because they're fucking crushing it.
Okay,
All right.
So there you go. And I'd like to give
I
a
enjoy
shout
Fat
out.
Ash.
Fat ass.
Yeah, me too. I'd like
Yeah.
to give a shout out to the janitor of this bathroom too. Real nice and clean. Might have to wash my ass in the sink. It looks so good.
Here's what I want to know: what brand urinal cakes do they use? That makes a big difference.
What brand
Yeah,
of toilet paper?
no, the urinal cakes.
Oh, the urinal cake.
Or the little gel
well,
things they put in there.
It's got a picture of Roy Williams' face on it. They don't like North Carolina.
I was just curious how they tasted because
Yeah.
I guarantee you heard cake and you were like, I need some nom nom nom.
Yeah. Hey, slap them cakes.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm going to get you off here real quick, but I'm going to have you answer the all-important question that I called you for. So I was looking at the Aladino event on the 6th, which we've already plugged. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I was looking at the list of the promotions, right? And anything over 40 cigars is going to max you out. I think you get 25% off of your purchase, 7 free cigars, all kinds of swag. Here's what I want to know. When I come in there and buy a box of the Dino Vintage Selection, that's a box of 50. So that automatically puts me in the top category, right? Like, I'm good to go. I get everything you got.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to hook you up for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. Just making sure.
So I actually have a question from Mr. Seth Jones. He wants to know, Trey, do you like ketchup on your fried fish?
No, dude, that shit can fuck off.
No, you got to tell me
Ketchup on
why now.
anything. Ketchup, you could put ketchup on El McPherson, and I'd be like, no thanks.
I
Sorry.
gotta ask you, did you have trouble getting stuff out because you're a little aggressive over there? Oh shit, I can't. That's what I can't do. I can't play the show. I'm trying to check the comments and then I get the audio feed at the same time. That's no good.
That was terrible
that.
for a second there.
It's all right.
So another question that I have is, why did you do it to me? Because
What?
I was in Vegas,
He's like, oh man, I drank too
and
much.
so like you just kept doing food post after food post, right? So like whatever you ate the day before, that's what I was like hunting down the next day. And
Awesome.
so
Following your coattails.
I had never had chicken and waffles until I went to Vegas. Now I got my kids hooked on it
Oh dear.
because I
You'd never had chicken and waffles?
no.
Oh, it's a life changer.
Dude, it was so good. I couldn't believe how freaking amazing it was. And I had it
That
at
combination's heavenly.
and the hot sauce with the syrup. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Why is that so good?
All I could hope for is the guy in
That-
the next
you get
stall
the
is going, who's he
salty,
talking
the
to?
Sweet. It's nice.
Yeah. And I was gonna go to Hash House of Go Go, but then you posted the place right there in the Venetian. What was it?
Tao. Well, we went to Tao and
The one right by the
Naboo.
event center.
Naboo is amazing.
No, I didn't make either of those.
All right, here's
And
the important
I didn't
question.
post the last day, which is next time you're in Vegas, you have to. We do it every year. Tacos El Gordo
Ooh.
down like towards the Stratosphere.
Taco.
The Tacos El Gordo. You want like legit, like real Mexican street food that if you want, you can get anything there. You want brains, you want stomach. It doesn't matter.
Bro.
Like it's the legit shit.
Yeah. So
We fantasize about
I feel like that's a
different
date
foods.
now, bud. I feel like
Yeah.
you're taking me.
I'm in. Here's what I got to know,
All right.
Trey. Does this even hit the top 10 for most awkward conversations you've ever had in a restroom?
Probably not.
Nah, I didn't think so.
I was
Yeah.
gonna actually let me rephrase that. Does that even hit the top 10 of the most awkward conversations you've had in a restroom this week?
Whoa, there you go.
Yeah, it's probably top 5 this week.
Okay,
There you
cool.
go. There you go.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, Vegas was a couple weeks ago, so
Yeah, that's I wanted
Yeah.
to bring it in.
I'm sure the bar was set pretty high then.
Yeah. There's lots of bars there, bud.
Well, or maybe he went pretty low too. All right, Trey, I don't want to hold you up. I appreciate you calling me back and shedding some light on things that didn't need light shed on them for our audience.
His butthole.
Good to
Corey's talking
talk
about
to you.
his
We'll
butthole.
see you next Saturday at Nelson Guastos.
All right, junkies.
All right,
Stay
brother.
safe, stay clean, stay smoky.
That's it, buddy.
All right.
Salute.
Salute, you shitty bastard.
Bye.
Bye.
Good old Trey.
Dude, he's always a good
gotta
time to
love
talk
it.
to.
Oh.
And that laugh kills me every time. He's got a cackle. He is a witch's cackle.
You got to respect it for sure.
Damn right.
That's good times. Good times. That's my first. I always loved the podcasts where people did that, put people on the spot and just made a random phone
Yeah,
call.
that's
It was like, hey, you're on the show. I gotta say, I understand the appeal. It was a satisfying experience.
Yeah, it was.
Got a little bit more information than we needed to have,
A tad
but I mean,
more.
how much is too much? We don't know.
Oh, we forgot to see if they had a bidet.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's.
I feel like it'd be awesome if they had a bidet, though.
That's possible. I feel like he's a Dingleberry guy.
Oh yeah, just letting it
Yeah,
roll.
yeah. I feel like he's got some single ply in there from the '80s still.
He's rocking a little bit of that old school.
Little brush
Don't bother
burn.
him none at all.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
I'm sure it's just a goddamn mess. I don't even want to know.
Chichingo gave us the comment, Royal Flush. Well played, sir. Well played.
Oh,
Well
I see
played.
what you did
Yeah,
there.
again.
I see what you
Because
did.
now, were you saying because it's a Thrones episode, or just because I
understood that reference.
Hey, he understood that reference.
I did it. I got it.
Yeah, well played. Well played.
Yeah, that joke found a way.
Life finds a way.
So here's what I'm going to say. If we're going to go into an after show, I'm going to wrap things up now.
Yeah.
And we'll go into
Good
the
call.
after live, do the Q&A and all that fun stuff. So in the interim, just remember, guys, you can hop onto patreon.com/the Cigar Junkies podcast, and you can send us some dough. You can find our t-shirts and, well, just our t-shirts at thegalaxyboutique.com. Use the code JUNKIES for free shipping site-wide. Sam's got a chime in here.
Yeah.
What do you got, buddy?
Just for a recap, so what we're going to do is we're going to end the show, and we're going to start a fresh after show that will be deleted.
That will be deleted.
We can just, no
we're gonna
evidence. Just chit-chat, do whatever. It's just going to be throwing our feet up, kicking back, relaxing. So
what happens in the cigar cave stays in the cigar cave.
I dig it. So we'll see you guys in just a couple.
Absolutely. I can't remember the last time that I went to play this outro and you didn't give me the head shake and make me cut it off. It's like, you got to start getting
I didn't
stuff.
give you a head shake. I gave you the handshake.
Well, you want no, it'll go. All right, check in with us next week, guys, when we do the Aladino event live. Smoke the Aladino Classic. It's going to be fun.